guys, welcome to Honey and Me. I'm Susan. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing the Mooncool TK1 Fat Tire Electric Trike. If you are in the market for an electric bike or trike, make sure you watch the whole video because I have lots of information to share with you about it and about my opinion. And let's just get started. First off, it's going to arrive in a very large box. It is 65% pre-assembled, so there is going to be some putting together involved. And I hired my son-in-law, Daniel, who is a bike fixer, bike builder by hobby, and my grandson, Elijah, to put it together for me. The battery is removable and has a lock on it, so once you've got it on the bike, you can lock it on so nobody can steal it while you're inside shopping or doing whatever. The battery is a 48 volt, 14.5 amp hour lithium battery, and it allows for extended rides with a range of 30 to 45 miles, and it requires about 6 to 8 hours of charging time. The motor is a front drive motor, so it's on the front wheel. It's rated at 500 watts, but has a surge up to 1000 watts, which is going to ensure that you have quick and smooth rides, as well as give you the torque that you need to get up those hills. The 20-inch fat tires help with safety and stability. They also make it so you can ride on almost any kind of terrain. After taking the bike for a ride around on the roads, I decided to take it off-road, and I went to the park that I used to play in as a kid growing up. So it was kind of fun to ride it around on the trails and in between the trees and on the grass, and it handled really, really well. That's the outdoor pool I learned to swim in, by the way. I was really impressed by how easy it was to ride this bike around on the bumpy, uneven, grassy areas and the gravel trails. It had no problem, and it was a lot of fun. Then I decided to take it to the curling rink parking lot, which is only a couple of blocks away from my mom's house. I wanted to test out the stability because that's something that Mooncool mentions a lot on their website, that it is very stable. This three-wheeled fat-tired bike is geared more towards older people, and I fall into that category at almost 63 years old. I wanted to make sure that the stability of this bike was good because it is something that Mooncool does mention a lot in their website, and I really wanted to make sure that it was a stable bike and that you weren't going to end up falling off of it and breaking a hip. And I can report back to you that yes, it is pretty stable. If you wiggle around on it like I'm doing in this video, it will tip a little bit, but it stabilizes itself pretty quick. Those three fat tires really seem to do a good job of keeping you upright. I can honestly say that I have really enjoyed riding this bike. It's a lot of fun. It's a little bit different from riding a regular two-wheeled bike because your body seems to be aligned in a different position, I guess, with the seat and the pedals. And it does take a little bit of getting used to. But once you've got the hang of it, it is a real blast riding this thing around. You can go to the grocery store and pick up a few groceries. You can take your dog for a ride if your dog will stay in the basket. But it really is a lot of fun. Now, this bike is way bigger than I thought it was going to be. It definitely needs to be stored under cover at least. And we decided that it really wasn't something that we were going to be able to use in our particular lifestyle. We travel in a travel trailer and truck, and while we could put the bike in the back of the truck, it's really awkward to get it in and out of the truck. So we decided that although it was a lot of fun to ride, it really wasn't going to fit into our lifestyle. We don't live in town. We live in the middle of the bush. There wasn't really anywhere in our area to ride it where we could actually get it back up to our house because we live at the top of a hill with a gravel driveway and it would not come up the driveway. So there's that. So we decided to pass it along and took it to my in-laws who live in a little cottage community in BC, and passed it on to them. And I think they are going to get a lot of use out of it. I hope they'll enjoy using it. But in the meantime, I decided to take it down to the lake where they live and try it out in the sand. And while I don't have a video of me trying it out in the sand, I did get stuck in the sand. So I had to push the bike back off of the sand onto the grass. It went great on the grass, but the sand was a little too soft. So I wouldn't recommend riding it in the sand. I mean, maybe the sand where you want to ride it is firmer than the sand that was here at the lake, but the sand didn't work for me. But I did enjoy riding it around in the grass until I had to go home because it was raining. So this is the control panel, I guess, that has everything, and it's raining a little bit here. So this button up here powers it on and off. So you push it in, it's right here. So you push that in and hold it and it comes on. This button down here, you can see there's this button here and there's this button here. This button changes that number right there, which is how much assist you want with your pedaling. So there's first, second, and third assist. You've got your battery on there, which hasn't gone down, and it's been used a fair bit now. Been on a few rides. This number here is your speed. And this one I think is, it says 15.7, and that's how many miles I think it's done, or is it kilometers? I think it's miles. But anyway, over here on this side, you have a button, this blue one here, that you can change your gear with. You change the gears with for the bike. You thumb it up or down, I guess, and then use the button to go the other direction. This button right here is the throttle. And the only way the throttle actually works is if you have it in one of the power assists. I usually just have it in the first level, and then when you push this, the bike will go on its own. And there's quite a bit of power there, so you have to be careful. There's also a horn, which I really like. And there's the handbrakes front and back, but there's also a brake lock, so you can keep it from rolling away from you on a hill, and it's on both sides. Has a nice basket in the front. It does have wide spaces between the supports for the basket, so things will fall out of there if they're too small. But in the back, there is a bigger basket with smaller openings. It comes with an elastic cover to keep things from falling out. It also comes with a bottle holder. So that is the bike. So I'm going to head back now because it started to rain. Yesterday was beautiful and sunny, and I didn't go out for a ride because it was quite warm. Today I decided to go for a ride, and as soon as I started heading out, the first few drops of rain started to fall. It's just my luck. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more RVing and car camping tips, tricks, and trips. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Honey and me, cruising down the